What is up, YouTube? Dave here, trainer extraordinaire, bringing you episode 4, day 45 of my 60-day shred. So 3/4 of the way through today. You'll see hoodie, sweatshirt, cold. 2 reasons. One, because it is cold, and secondly, I'd like to say because I'm getting so ripped. Maybe not quite so ripped, but I am getting leaner, which is does make me feel a bit colder, but probably a few other things involved with that as well. So I'm going to keep the hood on just to keep me snugly while I chat today. So yeah, 45 days in. At the end of the last video, or the beginning of the last video, I said to you, feeling really good, not feeling any hunger and stuff like that. What a mistake to make. Basically, as I cut my calories down from that week onwards, it started to get hard, started to get hungry, quite a few times, just feeling like, man, how am I going to fit my macros in? How am I going to get my timing of my meals around my training, all that. So that became a little bit more applicable because only so many calories available, so much food to eat, had to sort of put it more around my training, more to optimize my training, not from a fat burning point of view, but just so I had energy to train. So what I found, especially this week, I've dropped right down. So this is my lowest calories now that I've been on, and will not change any lower than this. So basically, I'm at my 225 grams of protein, which has been standard throughout, 85 grams of fat, which has been standard throughout. I'm down to 90 grams of carbs at the moment per day. So not a lot. What I am finding is I'm tending to have a lot of that in the morning, which I feel like I wake up, I'm feeling hungry. Often I'll train first thing in the morning, like on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I've got my Unleashed sessions. So after that I need to eat because I've had a huge output of energy. I need to put it back in. But what that tends to do is leave me less carbs later in the day, which I've noticed. I dropped the calories right down on Monday. It's Wednesday today. So Monday night, didn't feel too bad with it. Was feeling pretty hungry, but did start to notice a little bit hard to get to sleep. Last night, felt more adjusted to the hunger. It was there. Everyone had the dinner and they were having pasta with the dinner. I couldn't have any pasta with it. Then they went and had toast and crackers and all that good stuff. And I just couldn't partake in that. And I found I went to bed, was tired. Obviously energy is low, so I was feeling tired, but could not get to sleep straight away, tossing, turning. And a lot of that has to do with just not having the carbs on board that I had before. Obviously you need carbs to help you sleep well at night. It affects some people more than others. It really affects me. Basically, if I've got carbs on board, then it's easy for my body to break down tryptophan. Tryptophan turns into serotonin. Serotonin helps you sleep. So I have not got as much of that readily available as I did before. So that's made a bit of a difference for the last couple of days, and I'm sure it's not going to get any easier from here on in. So another 15 days to go before I fly off to Fiji. So good thing about it is I don't have to adjust my calories anymore. I'm at where I'm going to be. It's about 2,000 a day, 2,025 if I want to be completely precise. But again, it's 90 carbs, 225 protein, 85 grams, and that's not going to change from here on in. So I'm just got to basically tick along from there and see what sort of changes continue over the next 2 weeks. So I got my body fat done today. So thank you to Becky once again from the Olympic for putting up with me and getting my body fat done again. Again, when you get body fat done, you want to have the same person doing it. Try and get the same time of the day if you can, so you can get a regular sort of result from that to take out too many, what's the word? Can't think of it. Just taking out too much changes out of it so everything's a little bit more consistent. So I have here figures from day 1, figures from today. The weight is actually from a couple of days ago because it's the end of last week, but the weight falls day 45 is about 6 and a little bit weeks. So here we are. So as of day 1, 84.73, 15.12%. Day 45 today, 80.31 kgs, 12.81% body fat. So as you can see, both those figures are down. Want to see how much they're down? A little mistake when I wrote it up. So my total loss to date, 4.42 kgs and 2.31% body fat. Okay. So weight-wise, it equates. It's been pretty steady actually each week. It's about 700 grams a week to week to week. So again, I didn't have this massive loss at first, and then slow. It's been really consistent because I've been tapering my calories down, my carbs down as I've gone. And same with the body fat. Basically, I lost about 1% the first 15 days, about 0.7%. Second 15 days, and 0.8% in these final 15 days from 30 days to 45 days. So based on that, with me being 12.81 today, I would imagine when I get to day 60, all things being equal, that should be about 12%. I'm hoping fractionally lower than that. I'd like to get to 11 just because my ego wants me to see an 11 in the number. But hey, if I just get to the 12 point something, 12.1, 12.05, then it's been pretty consistent over the last little period of time, whereas you'd expect it to slow down. Not to say if I continued for 75 days or 90 days, that trend may not continue. Obviously, as you get closer to 10% or below 10%, your body will start to resist back a little bit. You may need to manipulate things differently in order to keep pushing down from there. Getting lower than 12, getting in fact lower than 10 ultimately is my goal, but not in this cut. So after this cut, I've got about a 10-day diet break, which includes my week in Fiji, 3 days when I get back, and then I'm going to go back up to a maintenance phase again, about 2,800 calories. Hold that for a couple of weeks. So basically, because of my triple whey and that maintenance phase of calories, it gives me almost 4 weeks of diet break, really. And then I'm going to go into another 8-week cut after that, at which point at the end of that 8-week cut, provided my body fat doesn't drift up much over the 4 weeks, which I don't expect it to, as I go into that next 8-week cut, I'd like to see sub 10, and I'll keep you posted on that. I might not video diary the whole thing, but I'm certainly going to will give you an idea of where things are at. So that's where I'm at. Finding it a little bit harder making food choices now. I just don't have that many carbs to play with, you know. By the time I've had a little bit of milk and a couple of things, some toast or some rice, there's not much left over from there. So traveling heavy with a lot of protein and a lot of fat in most of my meals. But hey, that's what I signed up for. That's where I'm at the moment. So another 15 days of this. So coming up to that final little push now. Feels like it's hard. Some of it's probably just psychological, getting close. Just like anything, when you know you're going on holiday, it's easy to think, man, I'll be at work, I'll just relax. And I'm just not in a position to do that with my diet. I can't relax. I've set out on this path, this journey, and I want to be true to the journey, which is doing what I said I was going to do right from the beginning and map it, bam, 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 as I go. So hopefully that inspires you to keep going as well. You know, if you've set a goal, you need to just work tirelessly. So I just ran out of recording time then, so I'll just pick it up from here. So yeah, basically, if you're on your journey, keep going with your journey, persevere with it, try not to let things get in the way. If they do, try and manipulate into it, but just be staunch, work through it, you know. That's my takeaway from this. I'm working hard to stay exactly on point with my diet. My training's consistent. Everything is really good. You know, hey, it's only 60 days. If I was doing it for 2 years consistent, it might not be quite so easy. Every day being super spot on, but for 60 days, I think I've got it dialed in. So the next 15 days, rock and roll. So next time on the video, it's going to be me, and we've got progress photos as well. Progress video, progress photos. So I'll be comparing day 60 with day 1 physique, and hopefully we're going to see some good changes. I'll catch you then. Until I see you on day 60, train hard, eat well, go hard. Laters.